Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Coach's Mindset Podcast. My name is Carlo. I'm the King Maker. And I'm really excited to be here with you today to talk sales mindset. Because if there is one thing that is going to take your coaching business to the next level, it is your ability to master sales. We're going to get into it. It's going to get heated. It's going to get spicy. It's going to get juicy. And we're going to bring you something that is going to give you exactly what you need right now. Maybe sales is what you need most right now. Maybe sales has been your Achilles heel. Maybe you have a great program. Maybe you've got a great heart. Maybe you love what you do. You've been able to get amazing results, but you can feel that sales is where it's at for you to go to the next level. Sales, in my book, in my business, is one of two of the most paramount things you need to do. It never stops. It's always happening. It's my go-to. I love sales. I love doing sales. Have I always loved sales? No, but I've mastered it. I continue to master it. And the more I do it, the more I keep going into it, the more things go my way. So I'm excited to jump into it with you. If you've got your pen and paper ready, bring it out, get ready. Let's get stuck straight into this because this is going to completely transform your business. I'm excited. Now, this comes on the back of some client calls that I've been having, and also comes on the back of a lot of content on social media that I personally don't agree with. And I'm going to run the risk of being the guy that says this is wrong, this is not good, and calling stuff out, because a lot of people are going to interpret it as, oh, he's just a guy that runs his mouth and calls other people out and it's not good energy. But you need to understand the energy and the place that this come from, because a lot of the content that is out there on social media, especially if you're a coach, you're going to get bombarded with content around the easiest thing to make money. Just the other day, I saw something said that, hey, I haven't hopped on a sales call. I haven't done a discovery call. I don't do any selling in the DMs. And that's all fine and well. The issue that I have with it is that we're sending out a message that, hey, it's just going to fall out of the sky. And all I need to do is sit there with my mouth open underneath an apple tree, and eventually the apple will fall in my mouth and I won't have to do anything, and I'll just attract things. In my book, that is a load of crap, and I'll tell you why. The thing is, if you're just going to wait for things to come to you and you're just trying to attract things, you're gonna be waiting a long time. And I prefer to not run away from sales because I'm scared of it and I'm scared of rejection and it doesn't feel easy and it's not comfortable and it's not, butterflies and rainbows, and actually understand how to do it in a way that is grounded, in a way that is a win-win for both people, in a way that actually allows people to enjoy the whole process and become part of your coaching program. You see, if you're a coach, the first part of your coaching program is actually the sales call. I speak to a lot of people around this, and we talk about the fact that, hey, are you actually a good coach if you can't close a deal? Are you actually as good a coach as you think you are if you cannot close a deal? Because if you are as good as you say you are, you should be able to close a deal to influence and to persuade and to help someone do something that they already want to do themselves and actually take action on it and actually show commitment and actually do something about it. So your sales call is actually the very first part of your coaching program. What we're going to cover today in this sales mindset, it's not everything that I've got. That'll take too long, and I'm going to put it all in a longer program to really give you everything that there is from this. So what I'm going to do instead is just going to cover some simple topics and some simple areas so that you can watch this video, take some notes, go out and actually put it into practice so that you can get yourself some sales. And then maybe if you want to check out some more of our work, you can come and check that out, and maybe we can help you in more ways that you can even think possible. So the first thing that, we've already covered some basic ideas around this, but remember that, and I will start with this, is sales are vital. And just because you see other people online maybe get some sales without it, we don't know the full story. We don't even know if that's true. The most sure thing that you can do in any part of life is to actually control you and control your actions. Now, with your ability to learn sales, to master sales, to put it into practice, to speak to people, those are four things that you can control. And yes, you can go and buy a ticket to the, to the lottery and whatever, and that's all good and well, but you're still not in control. Yes, you can wait for someone else to make sales for you, but you're not in control. Yes, you can run some ads, but how often have really average leads shown up from those ads? Now, if you know how to sell and if you know how to speak to people, how to communicate, and you follow a simple process, then it's just a matter of how much can you practice it and how good can you get. And if I get really good at this, how much money could I potentially make? If your coaching program is $12,000 a year, it's $1,000 a month. It's not that crazy. It's relatively small. But if you have, let's say our clients average get about 15 to 20 calls a month, if you were to get 10 calls a month for 12 months, that's a lot of calls. That's 120 calls a year. Most people don't get anywhere near that. Out of 120 calls, a $10,000 a year program, you're potentially making 1.2 million. Okay, you're not going to sell all those calls, close all of them, but even if you sell 10%, one a month, you're on 120 grand a year. Building a successful coaching program isn't rocket science. It requires you to actually speak to people because you're a coach. And if you're a coach, you're going to speak to people. And if you're a coach and you're waiting for someone else to sell for you, or think that someone is going to sign up on a 12 grand program, 20 grand program, 30 grand program just by talking on DMs, it's unrealistic and it's delusional. It's just not going to happen and you're going to get disappointed. So my strong suggestion is that you learn sales, or you stop being afraid of selling, which, by the way, it's understandable. We all know why people don't want to sell. We all know. And it's because we don't want to get rejected. We don't want to be humiliated. We don't like hearing no. And we don't want to feel abandoned and feel like, I'm going to be disappointed. But on the flip side, so many people that live like that then also live in scarcity, living financial scarcity, emotional scarcity. They're never really stepping out of themselves and actually going for the things that they love and going for the things that they want. And they're always chasing more clients in ways that make it difficult on themselves, to be honest. And so if we could just overcome that, then your ability to sell would just go through the roof. Why don't we overcome it? I've worked with so many people that I think I found the answer. And it's because we actually never do the internal work. We tell our clients to do the internal work, but we don't actually do it ourselves. Coaches that tell their clients to do the stuff, but don't actually do it themselves, it's no wonder they're the ones that don't get results. Because if you're actually walking the walk, not just talking the talk, but you're doing the energy work, you're doing the mindset work, you're doing the internal stuff. You actually give yourself the time to actually look inside and say, okay, what am I feeling? Where's my block? My block is this. Okay, let me do some work around that. And then let me go out and take action. Then it's going to be a completely different ball game for you because things will move your way. And there were times in your journey where those coaches probably were doing the work. And when they're doing the work, they get results, but they never sustain it. I think I also figured out the answer to that is because a lot of the time we don't have a coach in our corner that isn't afraid of getting fired for doing the right thing. And it's keeping you accountable, not from an arrogance point of view or a negative point of view, but actually saying, hey, I see more greatness in you than you see in yourself. And right now you're not actually showing up the best way you know you can. Let's get back into doing the basics, because the basics are gonna be what you need to succeed. So we're talking sales mindset. And I feel like this video I feel like the energy has been a bit low and it's been a bit quiet and it's been a bit soft and really thoughtful. And I might have lost a lot of people by now. Not every video I feel needs to be really high energy. I think there are some things that we can slow down for, but it doesn't make it any less important because there's so many people out there, so many coaches actually want to avoid this at all costs. And then as soon as we start doing it and we don't get the results, we stop and we we have a really high expectation. As soon as I start doing all of this stuff, I'm going to get results straight away. And that is also not necessarily helpful. This is why we talk so much about think about this. Think about it for your life. I encourage you to go and do this. Whether you will, you're not, it's up to you. But focus on mastering this, becoming really, really good at sales. And think about what that will do. Think about the fact that you will never struggle with money again. Because once you know how to make it, that's the biggest thing. Most people struggle financially because they don't know how to make it. Okay, maybe you're a coach and you've gone through a period that maybe you don't have the clarity. You've made money before, but now you're like, oh, I'm falling into a bit of doubt, and I actually forgot how to make it. But if you refine your sales skills every single day, you're going to have the biggest skill there is, and that is the ability to make money. Because after that, money is going to be able to solve a lot of problems for you. But first, we need to know how to make it. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to get rejected. Go after the no, chase it, actually chase the no. If that is your biggest fear, that people will say no, okay, do what I used to do. I used to go after the no, and I used to make that my game, that if I got the no, I was winning. Okay. And when I got to the no, in the moment, you realize that it's actually not that bad. And that at the no, that's when the sale really starts. But what you do when you do that is you actually go after the things that you're so afraid of. And in doing so, you realize that they're actually not that bad. And they're not that scary, and you can overcome it. And if you practice your sales skills, you will know how to do that. You will know how to overcome it. Go after the no's, get rejected, live in serving. Live in serving. Actually, when you get on a sales call, focus on how much can I give? How much value can I give? Can I be unattached? Can I be unattached about what's in it for me? Can I serve? And hopefully, you would have done the marketing piece that allows the person that is on the call with you to already know some stuff about you and already gotten value from you. And the fact that they're there, remember that the universe has put this person in front of you. The universe has put them there in front of you for you. There's a reason that they're there. They wouldn't be there if there was no reason. And so this person wants something from you. They want something for themselves. And it's your job to find out what it is they want and to give that to them. And when they're falling back into their patterns, if you are a coach, you should be able to help them through those patterns. You should have the skills on helping people through those patterns. And if you don't have those skills, come and find them where we are. We can teach you that. We can show you. We can teach you how the mind works so that you can step into it. But coaches that are listening to this, or coaches that have already made it, they already know that. So where they actually get stuck is that they are afraid of showing up in masculine energy. They are too soft and they just let it be, let things slide, instead of actually saying no. If you keep doing that, this is what's going to happen. You're afraid of laying down putting down the market and calling people out because you're afraid of losing it. If that is you, this whole video is for you. Because if you're afraid of losing people because you're in the scarcity, maybe you're not getting enough calls every month to fill the abundance, and your pipeline isn't full enough, then of course you're going to feel that scarcity. I learned that from Grant Cardone. He told me that in order to be in that abundance, you need to have a pipeline that is full. And when you have that pipeline, you're not so afraid on every sales call, because you know that you've got more coming and there's more there. And so you show up freely. So pipeline's important. Your mindset going into is important. Around, hey, I'm here to serve people at the highest level. I'm here to serve people just like how I wish I had someone that could have helped me. And obviously there's a balance. You're not gonna be always hard and angry. Not that you would be angry, but hard and direct and ruthless. You need to balance it with you need to balance leadership with love, and give them the love. Show them that you care. Tell them that you're only doing this because you care. And then balance it with the leadership, because they are looking for certainty. They're looking for someone to drag them out of the situation into the promised land, whatever that might be. And if you're the coach, the reason why it's so important that you step into your greatest version of you every single day is because of that. Because not just with new potential clients, but with your current clients as well, you have to do the same. You have to do that. You have to drag them through the mud, drag them through the mud, and love them for life. Love them in a way that you want to be loved. They, it's not always, butterflies and rainbows. It's also that tough love in the moments that they need it, and then put your arm around them. But if you're going to lead them to a better life, it starts with your sales call. It starts when you have a conversation with people. The more you avoid your sales call, the longer your struggle will endure. The quicker you can get yourself okay, confident within yourself, walking the talk, being congruent, being grounded because you're doing stuff every single day to improve yourself. You're taking the hard actions. You're actually living out your own program. Then when you're face to face with someone, and you serve them, and you're not concerned about what's in it for you, but you're concerned about what's in it for them, your life is going to completely transform, and you're going to make money. You're going to have more money in your bank account is going to love it, and you're going to get rewarded for the value that you have to give. So this is a bit of a different video style for me. I'm so passionate around this. I really love helping people with money, because I was the guy that for 10 years, I was the coach that for 10 years lived below the poverty line massively. And I love what I did. And I hung in there, dug deep, sacrificed. When everyone else was out there doing amazing stuff, I was there grinding, never giving up, persisting, struggling financially. And I know the feeling of living in financial struggle. I know the never ending stress and anxiety and never really enjoying life, because you've got this block in your throat or in your chest or in your stomach, and you know that one day you're going to win. You don't know how. And for me, one of the keys was sales, not in a greedy way, but as a way to understand that, hey, if I'm going to transform other people's lives so that they get results before I get the reward, eventually I know that when I get results for them, I'll get the reward as well. And that's the game for us in the coaching industry. So I trust. I think there's so much value here if you decide to go and do something about it. If you want some more help and you want to learn sales, maybe it's been bugging you, it's calling you, and you're like, man, I need to improve my sales. Shoot me a message, let me know. In the comments below, let me know what you found most valuable from this video. If there is a coach out there that you know could do with this as well, send this to them. Show your abundance, be abundant, help everyone win around you. I'm going to leave you with one more thing. But before I do that, I wanted to tell you this. We have a group coaching program. Maybe if you want to invest in your business, but you're not ready to join our one-on-one program that starts at around 2.5 to 3K a month, but you want to start getting yourself to that 7 to 10K a month, we have a group coaching program. It's $500 a month. You come in, there's calls every week, and this isn't a group program where you go in a group and you put a question and whoever's got the most likes gets that question answered. This is not how it works. These are small groups. We're opening up more and more every month because we're keeping it small to about 12 people so that we can provide personal power coaching to every single person there. So imagine you're one of 12, you basically get 13 coaching sessions in one session. So if there is something someone else is going through, you get that coaching session, and most likely because they're going through it, it'll resonate with you as well. Like-minded people in a great community of support, great people, great program, will get you results to get you to that 7 to 10K a month. And then after that, you can join our one-on-one programs because it'll make too much sense not to. So if you want more information from that, comment group below. Join us on Instagram, on Facebook, on School. The Coach's Mindset on School is a free community, and there's a paid community there as well. But I'm gonna leave you with this. I'm gonna leave you with this one thing around sales mindset, and that is this. I want to reiterate the point that for you to be the best coach that you can be, you must be good at sales, because you cannot be a great coach if you can't sell. If you want help with that, I want to give you as much as I can. I'm going to continue coming in, dropping videos, and to help you and to serve you. A sign that you are a good coach is your ability to sell. Don't be afraid of it. If you don't feel great at it, that's okay. It's about putting things in place and practicing it. The reason why I feel like I've been able to get really good at sales is because I developed by sucking so much of this. Guys, I sucked so much of this. I so bad that over time, by doing it, I eventually came on a system that makes it so easy, so effortless. I just had a client the other day. He messaged me and um, he said, I'll tell you what the message said. He said, you will notice I used the call framework you told me about, and it was so easy and smooth. It flowed so well. That's his message. That's what he said. And that was for a $3,500 deal. This is someone that hasn't been able to make a sale all year for the last 7 months, and it's helped him to get out of himself and land a deal for himself, which makes me very, very happy. So first of many for him. So guys, if you want some help with this, let me know. If you haven't clicked subscribe, if you don't have the notifications on for this channel, please click those buttons. And I look forward to dropping more value to you, to help you, to serve you, and that so that ultimately you can make more money, make more of a difference, change more lives, and have more fun. So guys, thank you so much for watching. My name's Carlo. I'm the King Maker. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you next time.